Good day, everybody, and welcome to Jakey Jakey and Nando live. Fantasy
Did you
football
mean
time.
to slide in like that?
No, I didn't. I was fixing something.
It worked.
Maybe I did, Jake.
It looked good.
It's like I just got a little too much. There we go. Now we're even. How are you? What's up, Jake? What's new?
I'm good.
Let's crack it. I should have done this before.
We had fun last week. Meanie and myself.
Shout out to Chris Meany for helping out. He's a good dude.
You like my Street Fighter as the Peanuts shirt?
I think I've seen this one before.
No, I haven't. I just got this one, so no, you haven't.
Well, then you've had some other weird crossover that someone asked about.
They're all
A
crossovers.
video game that I didn't realize. Like maybe two things I didn't realize.
All right, do you have topics or questions, or
That's
what's
right,
going on?
Margo. All right, Jake. Here's my first question for you, Jakobi Meyers. I know a lot of people are all over him and they really want him bad, and they're like, okay, that's the Edelman replacement in the slot, and you had called it actually weeks before. But here's the question: with the trade for Isaiah Ford, should we be a little pumping the brakes on this?
I'd say a little bit pump for brakes. That might be a little bit concerned, but I'm not so much concerned about Ford because the reason Jakobi Meyers was blocked is because he was blocked by Julian Edelman. They run one of them out there because they keep running out N'Keal Harry and Damiere Byrd. As a friend of ours, Emery Hunt always says, just play your best players instead of just trying to we got to fill this role, and this role.
Right.
So I'm not that worried about Isaiah Ford because they've proven before that Jakobi Meyers was the one being blocked. I think Isaiah Ford might be blocked now unless Harry's hurt. But my bigger concern is that defense start paying attention to him. I don't think it's a severe decrease, but I don't think he's going to be top 20 going forward because they're going to take away Cam's preferred option, and that's why I like Jakobi Meyers. So maybe he only sees 8 targets and only 3 of them are completed because of tough coverage and Cam Newton struggles with the ball.
Jake, you rate your players on the worry scale by ducks, and just somewhat relatedly, Jakobi Meyers, his old quarterback, Tom Brady, you only gave him 1 duck. But I'm doing the stock watch column, and I'm writing about the Giants, and I'm going through the Giants' schedule. I'm like, man, I forgot it was only a 2-point game. They could have beaten the Bucs. And that's not like a good little stretch here for Tom Brady, is it, Jake? Why are you not worried?
Because it was Tom Brady's worst game of the season. It happens. It's still Tom Brady.
I mean, it seems like he has 2 bad games now.
What? I said it's his worst game. I didn't say it was his first bad game. I said it was his worst game.
Okay.
And on top of that, Tampa Bay's got Minnesota, Atlanta, Detroit for the final 3 games after their bye. Only one team has a better schedule than that. The Chargers.
Would you
Chargers.
dump? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You weren't.
I was going to say the Chargers had the Falcons, Raiders, and Broncos.
Would you dump Brady for Tua in any leagues anywhere? No.
But Tua needs to be on rosters.
How lucky are people that Mike Davis is relevant again? Like it seemed I think a lot of people would have dropped Mike Davis this week, seeing what Christian.
They shouldn't have. Not if they read my stuff and listened.
Hey Jake, I'm saying we're a commercial for you, Jake. Okay.
I'm just as a side point, don't drop Giovanni Bernard if Joe Mixon's active.
I think you're on. He's talking about you.
I'm on the right.
Let's go. Jakey Jakey. Where'd you get that shirt, Jake? Let's take a look at it. Full screen, Jake. That is pretty cool. Even though I don't understand the reference.
Am I allowed to shout out a company?
Yeah, shout out whoever you want, man. Who cares?
They should give me free stuff. I will say this. So it's tpublic.com is where I get all my t-shirts from. However, I will say this. I'm not trying. So you maybe hear it. So the print used to really blend into the shirt a lot more. And I don't know what they changed. I actually emailed them. I was like, hey, look, I've bought almost 45, 50 shirts from you. So this is coming from somebody that likes you guys. I'm like trying to be constructive criticism. So I don't know what happened to your printing process, but now it's a little bit more iron on and it starts to crack if you put it in the dryer now. It never used to do that because it was really blend into the shirt. So if you do get any from TeePublic and you get them like this, you're going to have to hang dry them or else they're going to crack.
All right, just let me know when we get back to fantasy.
You told me to answer the question.
I didn't think it was going to be that long. I just want to know where you got it from.
Well,
Let's
I'm
get
trying
some
to
questions.
They're expensive shirts. I'm trying to give everybody a heads up if they want to spend that kind of money.
All right. I know. You're a good dude like that. Bo P wants to know, which tight end do you like rest of the season between Ebron, Tanya, Hunter Henry, and Logan Thomas at 0.5 PPR? Who do you like second?
Nobody.
Tanyan? All right.
No.
Greg
Tanya was
Fulcher?
like a brief thing. Tanya's already now Alan Lazard's coming back.
Yeah.
It was a 3-touchdown game, and he's essentially done nothing else outside of that.
How about this one? Would you trade Calvin Ridley for Nick Chubb straight up at a 0.5 PPR, Jakey Jakey?
Depends on your need. If you need running back more than wide receiver, absolutely. In a vacuum, yes.
Okay,
but
so that's 2 yeses.
Well, no, because it's relative. What if like you have James Robinson, you just got Christian McCaffrey back, and I don't know, Joe Mixon. You don't really need a Chubb. You don't need to hurt your wide receivers.
Here's a follow-up. He's asking you to rank Antonio Gibson, A-Rob, and Fulgham rest of season.
There's two different positions.
That was probably flex.
It's still two different positions for rest of the season. Just A-Rob over Fulgham.
All right. Do you like Antonio Gibson?
Yeah, he's an RB2, but J.D. McKissic is, as we've seen, supremely underrated. He's Theo Riddick, James White.
MJ wants to know if Jakeem Grant is a pickup.
Only because Preston Williams is hurt.
Wait, you just wait. Sorry, I was concentrating on putting these questions up in a good order here, but who's Theo Riddick? Antonio Gibson's Theo Riddick to you?
No, J.D. McKissic. You weren't listening.
All right, sorry. Yeah, I wasn't because I was trying to. It's hard, man. We gotta get an intern.
I
don't
know.
think we're allowed to have any.
Jakeem Grant's in the waiver column. Check the link.
The link is actually here in the description if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah,
and I also
he's
on Facebook, I believe.
He's behind Steven Sims and in front of Danny Amendola.
You and Funston like Steven Sims a lot.
Not a lot, but this is down the list. These guys are also behind KJ Hamler and Brashard Perriman.
All right. Oh, where's Denzel Mims fit into this?
With Brashard Perriman.
Nice. They're
together. It's Perriman. He's got 2 good games this year, but he hasn't been healthy for more than maybe 3.
Yeah.
So I still like Perriman more than Mims. They're going to all say each other. There'll be some games where it'll be Mims and not Perriman. Mims' real value is if Crowder or Perriman gets hurt again, which is high likelihood if you're including both of them, that one of them gets hurt.
Jake, true or false, the Jets and the Giants have a lot of hidden fantasy value that no one's really respecting quite yet.
Not true, because I still get too many questions about Sterling Shepard.
It's crazy, right?
He's the number 1 on that team. He's the number 1 whether everybody's healthy or whether everybody's hurt. He's number 1. Darius Slayton only has 2 good games this year. And everybody's still going crazy. Darius Slayton is no different than, I'm trying to think. I told Pat Mayo he was the same as somebody else, and we got a big argument about it because he was arguing for the other guy. And I was like, Darius Slayton's the same guy. I can't remember who it is. He's only got 2 good games this year. If I can think of it, I'll let you know.
Let me run this. So I'm doing the stock watch column, and I'm obviously leading with the Giants as is tradition. I looked at their remaining schedule, and they got the Eagles, who rank 10th in yards allowed, total net yards allowed per game. But then they got after the bye, they got the Bengals, who were 26th, the Seahawks, who were 32nd, the Cardinals, who were 19th, the Browns, who were 20th. They got the Ravens in there, and then they got the Cowboys, who were 21st. The Giants have a very good schedule remaining for fantasy purposes, Jake.
Yeah, the problem is they have a very bad quarterback.
They don't. He's getting better, Jake. He can run.
No, he's not.
Third most rushing yards among quarterbacks in the NFL, Daniel Jones.
Who gives a crap when you're throwing for 180 yards and 2 interceptions? He sucks.
I don't agree with you.
Did you not see my tweet last night when I said all the quarterbacks that I would take over
Just
top of him?
I don't see your tweets.
There was only and I said going forward because everybody raged out when I said you could have an argument of Ben Roethlisberger versus Daniel Jones. I wasn't saying career to date. I was saying going forward. Like I have a franchise. It's debatable whether you would take 2 more years of Ben Roethlisberger versus the ceiling of Daniel Jones. But there's only about 6 quarterbacks that I wouldn't take over Daniel Jones. And I included 2 rookies. I would take both Lawrence and Fields over Daniel Jones.
All right, Jake. Here's a question from Olivia. Do you miss her producing? I don't know why she put in quotes. I think she did a great job.
I think she did a really good job too. Kudos to her. And then she found out that your job isn't that hard.
Marco's a big fan of Olivia.
But it's harder. It's harder when you're hosting, Olivia. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not easy when you're doing both. Speaking of which,
she was very helpful.
Let's get to some more questions. Brian O'Neill wants to know if you'd move Aaron Jones and Hawkinson for Derrick Henry and Mark Andrews. There you go, Jake. You can't claim that whole different position thing.
No, I would do that mostly just to go from Aaron Jones to Derrick Henry.
Fair enough.
Hawkinson's actually been better than Andrews.
Hawkinson, I was looking up recent stats on Sport Radar from like weeks 5 to 7 and weeks 5 to 9 and weeks 6 to 9, and Hawkinson pops up a lot. Like people should be paying more attention to recent stats, Jake. I'm not sure they are, but that's a very good tool we have. Shout out Sport Radar. Which side of Josh Allen for Lamar Jackson do you want?
If I'm going for a title, I'm going Lamar Jackson because the schedules are complete opposites of each other. Buffalo has one of the worst passing difficulties schedules down the stretch, and Baltimore Ravens have one of the best.
I think Lamar Jackson's still hurt, Jake.
I mean, it might be, but look, I said if I'm going for the title, do you want to play for second place?
Yeah, true. Lamar Jackson.
Here's the schedule.
Go ahead.
Ravens got Browns, Jaguars, Giants to finish things out.
All right.
On the flip side, Buffalo's got Steelers, Broncos, Patriots.
That's rough.
The only worse schedule than that is Minnesota with Tampa Bay, Chicago, New Orleans.
Where can people read about the strength of schedule stuff, Jake?
And the APA card article that gets updated on Wednesdays. And I've started to include the updates for weeks 14 through 16 in there as well.
It's in the bottom left.
Bottom left
of our site. The APA article.
On the
so
main fantasy football page. I thought you were putting it on the screen.
No, bottom. No, sorry, in real life. All right, Jake. Let's get to some more questions. Prodigy Fantasy. Thinking about trading Eckler and Sanders for Henry. Oh yeah, you got to do that.
Eckler might not come back this year.
Yeah, do that, man. I don't think anyone's gonna accept that. I don't think anyone's gonna take Austin Eckler.
No, I wouldn't at this point. He might not be back for the fantasy playoffs, and then what if his first game is week 14?
Yeah,
you're gonna just roll him out there your first week of the playoffs.
Jake, here's a question for you: is Mark Andrews set it and forget it at this point?
It's tight end. What are your other options? Who are you benching him for?
T.J. Hawkinson.
I don't know that a lot of people have Andrews and Hawkinson because if you drafted Andrews, you didn't likely draft another tight end.
Evan Ingram?
No, unless he got dropped.
Taz wants to know where you got that Infinity Gauntlet. I assume he's talking to you. I don't think I have one.
This. You're going to have to put me on full screen.
Full screen Jakey again. Here we go.
There you go. I got it on Amazon. It was on sale earlier this year. It was only it was $60. It's normally like $100. That's the only reason I got it.
Do you want to speak for another 10 minutes like you did about your T-shirt, or should we get to some more questions?
No, we can
Richard Lawson wants to know: would you trade away Derrick Henry if you're fighting for the playoffs? Why? What's this is two anti-Henry questions, Jake.
Why would you trade away Derrick Henry?
Is there some? Well, they got the Week 13 bye, right?
No.
Panthers and Titans have the Week 13. No, wait, they already used their bye. No.
The Panthers and Bucks have Week 13 bye.
Yeah, why would it? I don't know. This is weird.
Have you seen Derrick Henry's schedule in December, by the way? He's going to destroy again. Do you want to know their schedule?
He's pretty amazing.
It's the best in football. The Titans have the Jaguars, Lions, and Packers to finish out the season.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. You're welcome. There you go, Kevin S. Trade him to me.
Yeah, there you go.
Indian Ball next 3 weeks.
What?
I think this is Richard Lawson who's saying this is why he wants to trade away.
It's Derrick Henry.
All right. I just want to make sure. Hey, Jake, would you trade away Mike?
Same people that are like,
sorry, Chris. Hold on one second.
Look at Dalvin Cook's schedule to finish out this. It's Dalvin effing Cook. Stop.
I got to find that Star Wars comic that I always reference here.
With what?
When Darth Vader's, they're saying, he's going into an attack, and they're like, look out. They're like 7 rebel ships you should be afraid of. And he's like, fools, they should be afraid of me. And he goes in and kills them all.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, right? You just got to, someone should be afraid of someone
Thank you for wasting our time with Star Wars comics like my t-shirts.
That was like 13 seconds.
I'm going to throw it back at you.
Mike Evans for Christian Kirk, Jake.
I'm okay with that. The reason I'm okay with it.
Evans got 3 ducks.
No, well, because when are you going to feel good about starting? You have to start. And at this point, you either start Evans every single week or you trade him away.
Yeah.
Because he's now Michael Gallup when Michael Gallup was with Dak Prescott. He's getting the red zone looks, but he's touchdown or bust at this point.
Austin Mack. How about that, Jake?
Austin Mack, yeah. With his, 90 yards or something like that?
Man, I would love this. I just wish and I hate it. Maybe Golden Tate's a good guy, but I wish they would have cut Golden Tate. Austin
traded
Mack
him.
He's what?
Traded him.
Or anything.
So, hold time out. You want to know how much I hate the Giants? Nando, they upped it. They have reached. I didn't know you could get this much further into my hatred of a team that I used to like. They had trade offers on Graham Gano and turned him down.
You just don't like Goodell.
They kept the kicker. They could have got trade value for a kicker, and they kept their kicker.
Kicking game's tough these days, Jake. Yeah. Here's a question that'll make you infuriated. I think he's all right. Never mind. He's messing with you. I'm not gonna put it up there. Yes, I am. Taz wants to know if you should drop Sterling Shepard to pick up Crowder or Jakobi Meyers.
I mean, they should all be on your team, but if I only had to pick one of those, it'd be Crowder.
Oh, I thought you say you're answering questions about Sterling Shepard. He's the Giants' #1.
Yeah, and Crowder's the #1. He's Terry McLaurin for the Jets. Nobody wants him because same crappy quarterback, crappy offense, crappy everything, but he's the #1. He's discount Terry McLaurin. How many times are you going to put that up there?
I know. This is permanent now. I'm just going to read you the questions from now on. No, John's cool, man. I actually got to get in touch with him. We were trading card buddies over the summer. And I think he stopped and I went down a very dark rabbit hole. Which it's actually not. It's actually like a sunny rainbow hole. I'm doing such great stuff with these trading cards, Jake.
But I'm the one that keeps us off topic.
This is not off topic. If you think about it, you apply your fantasy knowledge to football players and you buy their cards low. There you go. Rest of season. Jalen Reagor or John Brown?
Jalen
John
Reagor.
Brown's been interesting lately, Jake.
Yeah, but John Brown's hit or miss.
Yeah, that's it.
It could be a Cole Beasley game, but it's always going to be Stephon Diggs. So, Jalen Reagor.
Would you rather have Brown or Sterling Shepard?
Shepard.
How about Brown or Darius Slayton?
Brown.
Is Brown is Slayton's problem is predictability is kind of tough?
And he's got a terrible quarterback.
How about DJ Moore?
I could. So I don't know if you saw that either, but I said I'm ranking DJ Moore wide receiver 18. Like that's done. I'm not putting him higher or lower. I don't care what the matchup is. Well, he's wide receiver 18 because I can never get DJ Moore right because he's on. Like if I put him top 10, he finishes 30th. If I put him 30th, he finishes top 10. So he's wide receiver 18. Just going forward, DJ Moore has more bigger games than Darius Slayton does, even though they are similar in their up and down nature.
Yeah. Well, that's weird. DJ Moore, I was looking at him in the stats, and he's got a lot of routes run. He's got a lot of snaps. He's got a lot of yards. He's on pace for like
a gummy bear.
What?
So want a gummy bear?
No, thank you. Oh yeah, go ahead, try it. Thank you, Jake.
I actually hit your mouth on my screen.
That's quite the talent. And I lost my train of thought. Thank you.
You were talking about DJ Moore.
DJ Moore he's got the snaps, he's got the routes. He's on pace for like 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns. But like it's Teddy Bridgewater's not like I was sorting by air yards thrown, and Teddy Bridgewater's pretty much at the bottom there, and Moore's your long guy, and you're throwing short to Samuel all the time, and obviously Christian McCaffrey or Mike Davis
Robbie
all
Anderson.
the time. Robbie Anderson. There's no long balls to DJ Moore, and that's why he was going like 4 targets for 93 yards those 3 games in a row.
The reason I put him at wide receiver 18 is because he's new Amari Cooper. He's Amari Cooper before Amari Cooper was playing with Dak Prescott. You got to put him in your lineup every single week or you're going to miss the good games. But expect a lot of roller coaster.
Shout out Mike Hallahan. Right?
How many people know you?
I don't know, Jake. How many people know you?
A lot more people know you.
What is Kareem Hunt's rest of season value? Hey, your name's in the title, not mine. Remember that, Jake.
I meant personally.
I don't know. I got friends. You know.
Yeah.
What is Kareem Hunt's rest of season value, Jake?
RB2?
This is a good one, actually. RB2?
So it's what it was before. This exactly goes right back to what it was when Nick Chubb was active.
Is it true that it's not like he's better with Nick Chubb there?
No.
All right.
Because now his floor is potentially RB4.
How do we feel about David Johnson? This is probably not going to play, right?
He has to pass. He has to pass concussion protocol. David Johnson is. How about crazy is this? Is that David Johnson and Todd Gurley are both top 15 running backs? It's
a volume game, right?
That's what I was going to get to. Is if David Johnson's out there, if he passes concussion, he's a top 15 running back again. If it's no him and it's Duke Johnson, I'd say maybe not quite top 15. I'd say top 20 at least. Duke Johnson's not as talented, obviously.
You know who has the 15th most rushing yards between week 7 and 9?
Did you have this as a stat or something?
I was right. Before this.
Wayne Gallman or something stupid like.
Yes, exactly, Jake. Not bad, right?
No, it is bad because it's been, like you said, it's been 60 yards a week, 60 something yards a week, and he keeps saving his day and finishing as a top 20 running back as a stupid touchdown.
Take it, Jake. Right?
Alfred Morris has been better on a per touch basis.
That's true, but I mean, you could also say the same thing about Frank Gore against LaMichael Piron.
God.
Can you?
No, I was going to say, if that doesn't deserve to be fired, you're featuring a 40-year-old running, well, not, you know what I'm saying, but you're featuring that running back instead of the rookie and see what you potentially have.
Yeah, but he's getting, I mean, I think you kind of know what you have. Like, Gore's getting better. He's getting.
No, you don't know what you have in P. Ryan. What are you playing Gore for? You're trying to get fired. You're trying to get the number 1 pick. That's why when everybody's like, when does Gase get fired? Like, they're not going to because it's the best way to get the first pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep them.
Here's a good one, actually. Yeah? What happened to Ruggs, man?
I'll explain it. I explained it in the waiver column, so I'll give everybody the quick 1-minute version if you don't want to click over to the waiver column, which, by the way, still, go get it.
Link is in there.
So my concern for Bryan Edwards, this is where it's gonna come all around. So hold on, be patient. Bryan Edwards, I was all for Bryan Edwards this year because he's number 1 wide receiver playing outside, getting number 1 coverage, and he's a rookie that's not ready for it. Bryan Edwards still needs to develop. Same thing for Henry Ruggs. I love Henry Ruggs, and he can do more than what people think just besides run deep. But the value is because Bryan Edwards is going to be non-existent outside and getting that coverage. He could thrive in the slot or even on the opposite side and move around. What happened was Edwards is out and Aguilar came back, who Aguilar has to play mostly out of the slot, which has bumped Ruggs into the Bryan Edwards problem. So that's what happened. Man. So Henry Ruggs, post-hype sleeper 2021, but yeah, you can drop him.
Yeah, it was Judy and Ruggs, and now it's Judy And then Ruggs.
And Reagor. I would take Reagor.
What's up, Paul? I haven't really been on Twitter yet today. I'll go.
I think he's joking me, isn't he?
I don't know. Actually, I think he. Thank you, Paul. That's awesome. I love him, man. That's amazing. Jake, how many more questions you got in you?
Hard done at 3:30. How about that?
Fine. That's good. And I'll give you a minute to talk about any other piece of clothing you'd like. So 4 minutes worth of questions. Here we go. Get him in now while you still can. Josh wants to know, who do you want the rest of this season, Jake? Oh, it's standard. We don't see too many standard league questions. This is nice.
It's not standard anymore. It's non-PPR.
Oh, well, okay.
Because it's not the standard.
All right, fine. Would you like to answer the question?
It's honestly a toss-up. I think Dallas Goedert has plenty of potential, but his first game back, I wouldn't be off him yet. It's still hard for me to get away from Mark Andrews.
Here's a good one from Prodigy. Miles Sanders and Nick Chubb.
Sanders.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's easy?
Easy. If he's 100%, definitely.
Myles Epstein wants to know, is Bell droppable to bring back Chubb from IR? His other bench running backs are Ronald Jones, Gio Bernard, and DeAndre Swift.
Make a trade, and because I'm not dropping Le'Veon Bell. If Clyde Edwards-Helaire got hurt this week, could you imagine? So you can't drop Gio because he's the next man up. You can't drop Rojo because he's kind of the next man up. But if you tell me of these options, I'm dropping Rojo because when are you ever going to play him? You're hoping Leonard Fournette. You're hoping Leonard Fournette gets hurt again. I would drop
Gio out of this group.
No, because we don't know definitively. If we find out Joe Mixon's back today, then maybe. But again, it's the next man up situation. Gio has proven the value. Jamal Williams has proven the value. Even Alexander Madison, despite being disappointing, proved the value. DJ Dallas, disappointing, but proved the value.
Right.
If Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets hurt, Le'Veon Bell is going to be an RB1.
Where does DJ Dallas go for you?
Like ranking?
Like just like rest of the season. I mean, I know he's going to be.
Oh, he's done.
Done.
He's done.
Is he? Are they back?
Yeah, Travis Homer just had 90 yards. Travis Homer was the better option. The only reason he didn't.
DJ
2 weeks
Dallas
ago.
Scoring though. Scored another touchdown.
That touchdown saved his day. It actually pisses me off about my ranking because I was right. He just got the garbage touchdown.
We got to get you a new ranking system, Jake. Drop Hasty for Lamar Miller? What?
I don't understand why you got to get a new ranking system.
No, I mean, we got to get a new ranking system of judgment, not like you. I mean, like, there's got to be a way to judge something like that.
Oh, that you got saved by a garbage touchdown?
Yeah.
If it's just sitting on your bench, I would take the chance that they call up Lamar Miller.
Who's Artavis Pierce is our guy, though, isn't he, Jake?
No, he has obviously not been the thing. He wasn't even active, and they used Ryan Nall, and they've been using Cordell Patterson. Lamar Miller is on the practice squad. We've seen practice squad guys come up and be immediately the guy. Hello, Kalen Ballage.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute, Jake, because our boy Gabe Neighbors scored. How about that? How about that? We got a Gabe Neighbors touchdown after all that.
No, we did.
Right? Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Finally.
So what do we think about how this is going to shake? I mean, I assume Justin Jackson's hurt. Is this like a DeErnest Johnson situation where Ballage had a great run in the one game that we'll never see him again?
I think that could happen. I would still, if you told me talent, I would take Joshua Kelly. There's some talk that he's lost some confidence. It's kind of like the Nelson Aguilar thing. But this is what happens. Like, I don't understand the Jonathan Taylor. When you're talking about a rookie, any running back in general, one fumble, you're going to yank him from the rest of the game. Like that, to me, that's on the coaches. I'm not trying to say I'm smarter than these coaches, but at the same time, like
a little bit.
No. I'm just saying, how many times do I've referenced to you, Nando, I think on this show, our Adrian Peterson in his prime was one of the biggest fumblers. Like it happens. You're a running back. It's going to happen. I don't get it. So while I say that, is there's reports that Joshua Kelly, since the last fumble, has now been running scared, so to speak. Like almost not even the Tiki Barber thing, but he's overprotecting. So could it be Ballage again? I can't get the idea out of my head of what I've seen from Caleb Ballage in every single game until now. Like one game is not going to change my opinion of Caleb Ballage.
The Gabe Neighbors era is upon us.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is, Jake. Here's a good one. Burrow or Lock this week?
I haven't done my rankings yet. The projections, to check the link tomorrow.
All right, check the link tomorrow. Lock is, first of all, Lock probably wasn't supposed to be playing until just about now.
No, Lock is Blake Bortles. He didn't save it. He saved his week in the fourth quarter.
Gets those numbers at the end of the day, though, Jake.
Not always.
That's all that matters.
Not every game.
Jerry Jeudy, Noah Fant. Well, I don't know about Noah Fant. I don't know what's going on there. It's a Pat Shurmur offense. Of course he's going to get his yards, man. It's Shurmur.
Nah, not always. I'm trying to find Drew Lock. Oh, there he is.
You got a new fan, Paulie P. Congratulations. Paul's a good dude.
Do you know that's that's Locke's first game of even getting to 20 points?
All right, so you would probably say Burrow by default, right?
Possibly, but
we'll find out. They have a tough opponent this week.
We'll find out tonight at midnight.
All right, fine. Oh yeah, it is Josh Gad, Matty Best, Jake. You know Matty Best. There you go. There's someone we both know.
Yeah, we do know Matty Best.
That's Adam Azer and Josh Gad.
Didn't Matt just tweet about like getting a new job too?
Yeah, I think he's actually looking to hire people.
There you go. Kudos to Matt Best.
I think he got a new job a while ago, but he's looking to hire some people.
The best we know.
Yeah, he's the best. I can't remember his Twitter. It's like the best of Matt. Maybe it is.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was just saying the best.
Google him if you're out there looking for a job. Go work for Matty Best. He's a good dude. He's a great dude.
He changed that.
Yeah, Jake he's the best. Jake, this Thursday you and I have in 2 days you and I have a podcast together, and I think we're gonna build it. Me, you, Eric Moody, and I think we're gonna build it around handcuffs. Just give everybody a big update on who the handcuffs are, who you want to get, what their level of. We could even
next man up.
Yeah, we can do a rating system like you could use ducks if you'd like. We could do something else.
Okay.
Think about it. That's all. Just let you drop that in there. We gotta go. It's 3:30. We have a hard out because Jake said so. Thank you all for joining us very much. We hope you enjoyed this and hope it was helpful. We got a waiver wire video up that came right before. There we go. It's best of Matt. Not bad, right? Not bad.
There you go.
Hit him up. Thank you all for joining us. We hope this is helpful. There's a waiver wire video actually somewhere in the queue of these that Derek Van Riper and Michael Beller did yesterday to get a little deeper into that. But obviously check out Jake's column at The Athletic. I'm sure there's some crazy deal going on. I don't know what it is right now. I don't even think we're allowed to talk about it. So
because it's super special.
It changes. Yeah, it's super special. We're not allowed to talk about it. Jake, have a good day, sir.
Thanks to Jock Market.
Thanks a lot to Jock Market hooking it up. I actually think a Jock Market special is on its way next week too. So
is it?
If you haven't tried it yet,
I don't know why I keep doing this all of a sudden.
Give us a minute. I don't know.
Shaka Mahala, bro.
Move that microphone, Jake. Let everyone take one last beautiful look before I hit the thing. Single screen, Jake Ciely. I'm not going to hit end. I'm just going to awkwardly leave it on you. I'm just kidding. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.